everyone, to another episode of the World's Greatest News and Reviews. Your boy Captain Mal here. Today, I'm joined by...
Weapon 2!
And we are going to give you our official reaction to the Star Wars Episode 9 trailer. So, Star Wars Episode 9.
Rise of Skywalker!
Right.
Rise of Skywalker!
So, in case you can tell, Weapon 2 is a little excited, and that is because the man standing next to me is one of the biggest Star Wars fans I have ever had the pleasure of meeting. So I'm actually gonna just kind of take a back seat here and Weapon 2. Tell us about the trailer. What did you?
Well, first I'm gonna tell you about the magic of Star Wars. When I was 8 years old, my father took me to the Skyview Drive-In in Walla Walla, Washington, and we saw the double feature of at the end Star Wars. There's no New Hope. It was just Star Wars.
You mean Star Wars Episode 4?
But then it was the only one. It was just Star Wars, and it was a double feature with Soylent Green.
With what?
Soylent Green.
I don't know what that is.
It's all right. Who's the guy who's the big NRA guy now? That's the old guy. Anyways, it's about Soylent Green is a food substance they grind up old people into, and that's what everybody eats.
Ew.
Yeah. Anyways, that was the double feature back then. Anyway,
sure.
So I fell in love with Star Wars from that time. Me and my friend used to draw little comic books when Empire came out. We drew comic books, loved the stuff. So that's how much I'm in love with Star Wars.
Star Wars is your religion.
And I'm not like these people. There's people who feel like they have it in their mind where they think that the Star Wars franchise is supposed to go, and if it doesn't go the direction they like, they think that somehow there's been a huge injustice done. I'm not the kind of person who likes to plan out my movies and hope that the studio or the people making it go the direction I want them to. I like to be surprised. I want them to go whatever direction the story's good. And I love all these movies, except for maybe, to some degree, 1, 2, and 3. But other than those, there's some people who like to complain about the most recent ones. I like them. And this movie it's got all kinds of incredible things happening. The opening scene is Rey. She's running. It looks like probably Kylo Ren's coming after her, flying right across the sand, and she does some crazy Jedi flip into the air like she's gonna slice the TIE fighter in half with her lightsaber. It's crazy.
Such a good shot.
And there's all kinds of you got C-3PO back. You got of course Lando Calrissian piloting the Millennium Falcon again. There's all kinds of things, throwbacks that are coming back in. I think in this movie there's going to be a lot of Force ghosts because he says that things never really die or something like that, and I think we're going to see. Of course, you hear Palpatine / the Emperor's laughing at the end. I think you're going to see a lot of people who died coming back to influence things in one direction or another. I'm excited for it. I can't wait.
So, you can tell by Weapon 2's excitement. He's a huge Star Wars fan. We actually have a podcast episode that we're planning on doing. That's going to be all based on Star Wars. It's going to be this man and a special guest of ours, a friend of ours who's probably the second biggest or other biggest.
He's probably bigger than me.
I'm not,
because he has a better memory. He memorizes.
I didn't mean second biggest. I meant the other largest Star Wars fan that I know. Where the three of us are going to sit down and talk nothing but Star Wars, and so that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll say we're probably equal fans,
in terms of fandom.
I think that he has a memory where he memorizes things better than me.
Smart dude.
Facts.
So we're gonna do that. But in terms of this trailer in this movie, that opening shot with Rey doing the backflip around the TIE fighter, just everything about her, like her confidence, her stance, you can tell she's a Jedi now. And the monologue, which I believe is Luke saying that 10,000 years, whatever, of knowledge is all yours now. You're the last, essentially, right? So she's like Luke and Jedi. She's a Jedi now. You know what I mean? So then you see a bunch of money shots. You see Lando Calrissian flying the Millennium Falcon again. A shot that I really loved is of Rey, Finn, and Poe all together, because one of my big complaints about that second movie was they're never together in it until the very end. feels like we wasted a movie, like not getting to see our three heroes together again. You know what I mean? And yeah, it ends with it shows a shot of Leia hugging Rey, which is very emotional. And then that voiceover is saying that, you're never really gone, which you think is either like referencing Leia or referencing Han or referencing Luke. And then all of a sudden you hear the Emperor laughing. You're like, oh, nice swerve there, right? So that was dope. So yeah, so my question is, how do you think the Emperor is coming back? Is it as a Force ghost? Was he ever really dead? Like, how is he coming back? Yeah, start there. What do you think about that?
I think that, personally, I think you're going to see Luke Skywalker come back.
Yeah,
I think you're going to see the Emperor come back. I think they're going to come back. You might even see Anakin Skywalker come back as ways to how they're exerting their influence. It might show in this is just me speculating, how powerful the Force is. Maybe they can have some kind of Force power they can use in this thing. I don't know what direction they're going to go, but I'm excited, and it looks like that's the feel I'm getting, that there's some type of the people who are Force ghosts, who are either Jedis or Sith or whatever, something to do with the Force, are going to come back and play a part in this.
I'm excited JJ's back. JJ Abrams, who wrote and directed Episode 7. I like Episode 7 a lot more than Episode 8. I respect Episode 8 for being different and trying to do different things, but it really felt like Rian Johnson, the writer and director of Episode 8, I know that JJ had an outline written for 8 and for 9. He kind of had a plan. Johnson came in and basically wrote the entire thing, and it seemed like every storyline that was set up to go somewhere in 7, Johnson completely did a 180 on. Totally was just like, nope, don't care about that, just change that. And it feels like in this movie, JJ's like, no, fuck you, I had a plan, this is coming back. In terms of, the title's called The Rise of Skywalker. What's that talking about? Is that talking about Rey, who in Episode 7 sets up to believe that maybe her parentage is something important? Episode 8 is like, nope, you're nobody. I feel like Episode 7 is going to retcon that.
But that could be lies. That could be lies.
Could be. My speculation for years has been that Kylo Ren's going to turn good. Is that referencing him? He has Skywalker blood in him.
Yeah, but
is this... What is the Rise of Skywalker? Well, who's this talking about?
Well, no, we don't know.
That's what I'm asking you. Who do you think it's talking about?
I think that she has some type of a lineage with the Skywalkers. I think she's a Skywalker. That's what I think. And I think that just because you heard that snook, who nobody even knows who he is or where he came from, say something, he's a fucking liar. You can't believe anything he says. Yeah, what he said means nothing to me.
T. Crawler thinks he's still alive. T. Crawler is also wrong. I don't think Snoke's coming back.
No.
No. If they're bringing back the Emperor, then yeah, Snoke's.
Here's the weirdest thing: you have the Emperor, who it takes 6 movies. You get to see how he starts, how he progresses, how he takes over the government, how he becomes the Emperor, and you have this dude who shows up and nobody knows who he is or where he came from. He barely sticks his head out in the first movie, and then the next movie he gets killed. It's like, what the heck was that guy?
I don't care.
Who even cared?
So I'm sure that this movie's gonna be epic. It looks gorgeous from what we're seeing it. The Star Wars trailers dating back to Episode 7 do a really good thing that I like, in that they don't show much of the movie. They really don't give anything
That's the
away.
best trailer.
That's the best way, but it still builds hype. It builds excitement. Like the opening scene of this trailer is a good example of how to do a trailer, because it doesn't really show shit, but it builds tension and excitement. So when she jumps over that, you're cheering and you didn't really see anything.
You get the tension before you even see anything. When you
With
hear
her
that, you just hear, and you're like, what the heck? What's going on?
And so I love Daisy Ridley as Rey. She's
Yeah.
fantastic. She looks great. She plays the role great. She's a great actress. I love her in this role. Poe Dameron, fucking love him. Oscar Isaacs is phenomenal in everything, but he's great in this. And John Boyega as Finn, I really hope has something to do, because he was very wasted in that last movie. I'm excited to see them all together. I'm excited to see where this goes. Despite what it says in the trailer being the end of a saga, this is not the last Star Wars movie. They're going to be making Star Wars movies until we're all, long after we're all dead. So, this isn't the last one. It's probably the end of maybe the story of these characters, maybe. But yeah, I'm excited. Any other thoughts or speculations you want to throw out there?
That's it. Only thing I got to say is I'm a rebel till the day I die. Rebel!
Alright, well, thank you for joining us on this episode of the World's Greatest News and Reviews. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe.
Peace!